Have you ever heard a sound so haunting it refuses to leave your mind? That's exactly what happened to Daniel, a man living in a remote forest cabin. Every night, a wolf's howl echoed through the darkness, growing louder and closer. Little did he know, this mysterious visitor would lead him to a discovery that would change his life forever. But before we dive into this unforgettable story, make sure to subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and share it with someone who loves animals. And don't forget to tell us where you're watching from in the comments below. Your city might surprise us. Daniel had lived in this cabin for years. He loved the tranquility of the woods, the songs of the birds in the morning, and the rustling of leaves in the evening breeze. But this was different. A low, mournful howl broke the silence one night, distant but eerie enough to make him shiver. He brushed it off, thinking it was just a passing animal. But when the sound returned the next night, and the night after that, always growing closer, Daniel began to feel uneasy. Each night, the howling crept closer. It wasn't the random cry of a lost animal. It was deliberate, almost purposeful. But why? And why his house? He couldn't shake the feeling that something was calling out to him. By the fifth night, Daniel decided he couldn't ignore it any longer. If the wolf was trying to tell him something, he was going to find out what it was. With his flashlight in hand and his heart pounding, he waited for the sound to begin. When the howling finally started, Daniel stepped outside. The cold night air bit at his skin, but he pressed on, following the sound into the woods. His flashlight flickered against the towering trees, creating eerie shadows that danced with every step. And then he saw it, a pair of glowing eyes staring at him from the darkness. The wolf was massive, its fur blending seamlessly with the shadows. But it didn't attack. Instead, it turned and began to walk away, pausing to look back at him. It was leading him somewhere. The journey was long and tense. Every crack of a twig beneath his feet made him jump. But the wolf remained calm, glancing back as if urging him to keep up. The deeper they went, the more Daniel began to doubt himself. What if this was a trap? What if he was walking into danger? Just as he was about to turn back, he noticed something strange. The forest seemed to open up, revealing a small clearing bathed in moonlight. The wolf stopped at the edge, staring into the clearing, its body tense and alert. Daniel's heart sank. There, in the middle of the clearing, was an old, battered cage. Inside it was a wolf pup, frail, trembling, and barely clinging to life. The sight was heartbreaking. The mother wolf sat a few feet away, her eyes locked on Daniel, filled with both desperation and trust. She had been calling out to him, leading him here to save her baby. As he freed the pup, it let out a soft, pitiful whimper. Daniel couldn't understand how anyone could abandon such a helpless creature in the middle of nowhere. He wrapped it in his jacket, vowing to do whatever it took to save its life. Back at the cabin, Daniel worked tirelessly to nurse the pup back to health. The mother wolf never strayed far, always watching from the edge of the forest. She never approached but seemed to understand that her pup was safe. Over the next few weeks, the pup began to grow stronger. It would wag its tail at Daniel and playfully nuzzle him, forming a bond that neither of them expected. One crisp morning, Daniel knew the time had come. The pup was ready to return to the wild. He carried it to the edge of the forest, where the mother wolf waited patiently. There was a moment of hesitation, a silent goodbye, as the pup licked Daniel's hand before running to its mother. As they vanished into the trees, Daniel felt an overwhelming sense of peace. He had been a part of something extraordinary, a reminder of the unspoken connection between humans and nature and the power of compassion. This story isn't just about a man and a wolf. It's about trust, kindness, and the lengths we're willing to go to help those who can't help themselves. What would you have done in Daniel's shoes? Have you ever experienced an unforgettable moment with an animal? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and let us know your city. We'd love to know where you're watching from. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey.